Hi everyone, it's Dr. Mina Blazy, and I am back with another video to go over Lexile scores and the importance of using the hub.lexile.com tool. Now, in this tool, again, hub.lexile.com, I will repeat that you can find a book for your child based on their Lexile score, chart levels, grade level charts, text analyzer, growth planner, career database based on their Lexile score, word list, and measures manager. So in this one, I'm actually going to go to Lexile grade level charts and find a book. And so what I want to show you in this situation, and I'm going to make the screen just a little bit smaller so you can see. Here is what's important. So if you see that if it's the 50th percentile compared to the 90th percentile, so if a child that's in kindergarten that has a BR, beginning reading level, is at a 160 Lexile, that's actually less than a 0 Lexile. But when you get into the positives, 150 Lexile is where the child will be in the 90th percentile. So we kind of want to get our students up here and to be ready for first grade. So I can actually just click on a grade level. So we know that students are ready for the next grade level with regards to their Lexile score. Not that they're not ready to move on, but they are academically, when it comes to reading, they are a little bit ahead. They're either at or above if they're at 850 to 1160 Lexile. So, and I can move this, the students measured percentile. I can move this and you can compare it to 75th and 90th percentile. And then you can also go all the way down to 10%, the 10th measure and percentile and compare it to 50th percentile. And you can download this entire thing as a PDF, which is kind of nice. So knowing this information, now this is where they need to be at the end of the school year, where the goal. So you can see, okay, so if they're in fourth grade, it's the beginning of the year, I can compare them to the beginning of the year and then the end of the year. I can even look at where they are, where they should be at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and the end of the year. Now, if your child or student isn't here, that doesn't mean they can't get to that point. We just need to do something differently. These are just scores that were predicted based on a large group of students that tested. And this is where these students that were in fourth grade or about 9 years old tested statistically. So I highly recommend that you look at the data when you receive your child's Lexile score in the mail, or ask the teacher, can I have their Lexile score? Did you recently test if you took Start Reading or iReady Reading or whatever other metrics they used? Because there is no such thing as a Lexile metric. Metametrics worked with other companies that actually do assessments already and created it where they give you a Lexile score, for example. So the other thing you can click on is find a book, which is amazing to do. So if you know your child's Lexile score, they want me to take a survey, ask me later. You can say, okay, so let me click on fourth grade. I'd like it to be just right. This is the Lexile range. And I went, okay, so now I want to go down here and maybe ask the student, what kind of books would you want to read? Now, informational. It could be real life. It could be science and technology. I, as a science teacher, would push the science and technology to give our students access to that, because I think that we tend to push away from that in elementary school. And then mystery and suspense. So you could actually do that. And here's the thing, you can even select if your child is an English language learner. Maybe it's going to give me something differently. And you can select an advanced indicator if it's adult directed, whether you want decoding. So we're not going to do that right now. But what we are going to do is I'm going to check now science fiction and fantasy. That when we talk about informational text and literature or fiction, by the time they're in a certain grade level, they need to be reading both informational and fiction stories. By the time they're in high school, 90% of it is informational text. So actually, I'm going to pick on science and technology, and I'm going to search. And it will give me a list of books that students might like. And then I can ask the students, so what do you think? We have a lot of these in our library. Would you like to find one to read? So you can give them suggestions, and then you can do it based on their Lexile score here. So The next one, I'm actually going to go over the word list. So thank you so much for listening.